Hi everyone, today we're reviewing the album Patient Number 9 by Ozzy Osbourne. It's his latest album and probably his last album because his health is deteriorating a lot. This album is the continuation to his previous one, Ordinary Man, which in that album also Elton John collaborated with him and I believe Paul McCartney did too. But in this album the collaborations are still very strong. I mean, Eric Clapton, Jeff Beck and Mike McGeady are on this album and they make a pretty good case for themselves. This album has 13 tracks and is almost an hour long. And we start the album off with Patient Number 9, the title track. It's one of the best songs on this album. I was not that big of an Ozzy fan before this album, but after this I've heard much more of his work and I could say I'm blown away. This album is so good. And that's why it also won 2 Grammys, but still. Patient Number 9, the title track, the longest song, one of the best songs. We start off strong. But then we have Immortal, which is a little bit worse. I wouldn't say bad, but, you know, could be better. Especially the way of Ozzy singing, I'm immortal. I mean, I know Ozzy's not the best singer in the world, but he held his own. But that song is a little bit weird. Even though he's 74 years old and I still love his voice very much and I still believe he can pull out an amazing vocal performance, this song is not that. Then we move on to Parasite, which is one of the harder hitting songs on this album. And fair enough, it does have a pretty nice tone to it. And frankly, I do enjoy every song on this album, so I also do with this one. Then we have a slower song with No Escape From Now, with Tommy Iommi. And sure, it's a slower song, but still, for being a slow song, it still packs a punch. And I can appreciate that because you know me and you know what I like and what I don't like about songs that are slow. Then we move on to Ozzy's personal favorite on this album, One of Those Days with Eric Clapton. The solo from Clapton here is just classic from this artist at this point. And this is really the best song on the album for me. And that's mostly because of the chorus. I'll show you. You can argue to the moon and beyond with me. I won't bow and I won't say anything else but that this song is amazing. Then there's the song 1,000 Shades with Jeff Beck. And that's mostly slow, but it still has something of a really gritty edge to it, which I really like. The melodic voice of Ozzy in here is just amazing in the song. That carries on to the next track, because Nothing Feels Right. I don't even know what to say. It's so different, but it's also so similar to the rest of the album. I don't know what I have to say about the song other than I really like it. I'm repeating myself a lot here, and I know that, but I just really like this album. And then there's the Evil Shuffle, which the title suggests maybe it's a blues-esque type of riff, but it's not. It's actually just more of the same goodness. Then there's Degradation Rules, which won a Grammy for Best Metal Performance. And I can get into that. I mean, it competed with Kill or Be Killed by Muse, which is also one of my favorite tracks from their new album. Yeah, I mean, Ozzy's 47, Muse has still a lot of years left, and Ozzy doesn't, so he deserves it. He rightfully won that Grammy. But we move on now to Dead and Gone, which is the first song I heard from this album. And it's so amazing. I really, really like this song. It's the chorus that does it for me. It's really melodic. You can really sing along with it. It's like, dead and gone, my heart's beating. It goes so well. The strings in the background, especially at the end of the song, just lift it up to an even more amazing height. Excuse me for my fucking English. I'm not native English speaker, so. And then the last proper song, God Only Knows. We end the album off with a slow song, and I guess some kind of goodbye for Ozzy, because I don't really think he will come back and do another album. There is another track on this, and that's called The Dark Side Blues, and it's also written in all caps, but it's just a little guitar thingy with Ozzy just going in the background. It's not really that special, so I'll leave it at that. But now my rating for this album. Even though I like this album very much, and I almost think it's 10 worthy, I have to give it a 9, just because there's some imperfections that I didn't really like. I mean, The Dark Side Blues hadn't had to be there. But other than that, a 9 out of 10 is deserved, and I really enjoyed this album. I listen to it almost daily, and I never get bored of it, so that's that. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and if you did, please like, share, and subscribe, and then I'll see you all very soon in the next video.